Hello everyone and welcome back. In my last video I showed how to build a constructor and make these getters and setters for what you want to build your person class with, and we built it with a string name and integer age, and we tested it in the program. I didn't talk so much about the set, so I made an example here how you can use this set. You call this p object and you tell it that I want your name to be Carlos. Before it was Hussi up here, and now you can see it will change to Carlos, and we write this name again. So when we run this code, you can see it's changed from Hussi to Carlos down here. Today I'm gonna talk about how you can make for loops and while loops. So I'm gonna make public void print number with a for loop. Let's just call it anything. And we want it to take an integer number. Okay, so basically we wanted to print out the numbers from 0 to the number we give it. So if we start, say, int I, which is the index is 0, then we can use this while, and in this while you need to write your condition and tell it as long as this is true, then you need to run this while loop. So we're gonna tell it that as long as I is smaller or same size of number, then we want you to print it out. Console write line I. And when you do that, we want to plus I once. So if we try to test this, we can. And we build it in the person class, so we can call it from the person object we built up here. So you can say p dot print number with a for loop. Oh, sorry, it was this is the while loop. While loop. With a while loop. Then it tells you need to give it an integer. And this integer could be like 5. So when we run this code, it should be printing out from the number we gave it, which is 5, and down to 0, or up to. So when we run this code, we can see it prints out from 5, which was the value we gave it, and down to 0. This is how you basically build a while loop. And now, to see the difference between a while loop and a for loop, you can copy this and put it here and tell it. Now it will of course give you an error if you call it the same name, so we need to change the name. It's a for loop, and this int I here is not necessary, because in the for loop you can started with int I is 0, and as long as I is smaller or the same of the value of number, we want you to console write line, the I value. So you can see it's not so much difference between this and this. You just need to know that in this while loop, your condition is here, you do something and then you plus. And in the for loop, you do this 2 steps, then you print it out, and then you plus, like this. So let's try and see if this works. P print with for loop, and we give it the same value, 5. And we run this code, and it prints the numbers here. Maybe it will be easier if we do something like console write line. This is for the this is from the while loop, and console write line. This is from the for loop. And we save. Then you can run this code, and it will show you this is from the while loop, and this is from the. And we can, if you want to make it easier, we can give it a other value. We can give it 6 and run this code. You can see the for loop is running up to 6,